We're so excited.
We're so excited.
So excited. And she's had a really shitty day.
I've had a really bad day, guys. And I'm here. I'm so excited to be doing this. I've been looking forward to it since we set the date. So, yeah, we're really, really excited. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wine Wednesday. We're going to wind down for the weekend. I got my wine shirt on.
And why not on Wednesday?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
On Wednesday? Because
it's
Wednesday's the hardest day for me.
It is for me too, usually.
And it's just because there's so much going on throughout the week, and it's like that hump.
Yeah, but you think that should be the funnest day.
Do hump.
Right? Should be the funnest day. Hump day? What?
Hump day. No, it's wine day.
It's wine day. It's wind down day because it's been a rough week. So, yeah.
And looks like your daughter is on.
My daughter's on.
Yeah.
Yay.
We're just going to wait a few minutes.
We're going to wait,
guys
let's
to pop on.
A few more people. And if we're looking at two different cameras, it's because we're doing a YouTube portion also.
We'll post it onto our YouTube channel that is in the making.
And Facebook, hopefully.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, for sure.
So if you're not on Instagram, which you won't see this right now, but it's coming your way to Facebook eventually. So we're going to wait just a couple more minutes and we'll get started. We're already getting started. But grab your wine, log on, let's do this.
And I'm breaking my diet, my meal plan. It's refeed day, which means I get more carbs. We'll just call this a carb.
Well, it's a fruit salad.
Yeah.
It's fruit, right?
Yeah, I get 2 extra fruits today.
It just sat in the refrigerator too long. It's a little fermented.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fruit salad. It's like grapes.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good too.
Not raisins, because my kids hate raisins, so you can't call it raisins.
They're not raisins.
A grape is a raisin.
It becomes a raisin. It wasn't a raisin when it became wine.
No.
I don't like raisins either.
Gosh, you guys are so weird.
Anyways, so funny story, since nobody's really on, and this will just be posted later.
Yeah.
Is Meredith mispronounced wine the other day. She so did. I asked her if she wanted to come in here and sit at the bar.
And I said, yeah. I'll have some water.
See, she did it again. Look, she's totally mispronouncing wine. Look at.
Water.
Wine.
No.
It's a wine, right? It's a wine. It was a Wednesday, too. Damn it.
Okay, so if you guys were to guess how long we've been friends, most people, your dad included, would say forever, but it's only been like 2 years.
2 years. Like
about 2 years.
This April, I think. We met because
we have a Facebook friendiversary, but we don't really go by that because it was before then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our daughters were going to try out for cheerleading together the first year that we moved to McKinleyville.
When they liked each other.
They did like each other for a brief moment at the time. So we met each other. We actually were messing with horses or something.
Yeah, I think Haley went to go ride with Sephora.
Yeah. And then, like, our daughters decided to hate each other. So me and Meredith never, like, reconnected again. Like, we never met a second time.
Right. But our other kids were going to the same school too, so we would see each other at pickup.
Like, kind of in passing. Mm-hmm. And then I invited her to a mom's breakfast that I host every year, the first day of school. So you moms out there, if you're in the area, or you should do this in your own area if you're there.
For sure.
Is make it a tradition where you get as many moms as you can. First day of school, I call it cheers or tears. So you're either sad because your kids went to school, or you're like us and you're like, woohoo! Kids are back in school. I get the day off, and nobody, yay, summer's over, other than the sun not being out anymore.
Right.
But the first year, it was just me, Meredith, and Rochelle. Yeah. Rochelle, if you sign on, we're here. And then this last year, there was like 10 of us. And this following year, or this coming up year, room. I have already planned on doing something like that. So our next year is going to be this first big one.
Yeah.
It's going to be big because of course, we've made a lot more friends this year. I do a lot of moms' nights out now, too. So all those moms that need to get out and get away, either way, make it a tradition of your own, too. It's really
And order
fun.
your mimosa, hold the orange juice.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Either way, so we met the first mom's breakfast. So, first mom's breakfast, and then, like, we ended up calling each other for something, and then we just never stopped talking.
Right.
It was, like, instant, we've
even said to our kids, since they don't like each other again. They liked each other 2 weeks ago, but now they don't. We're not breaking up.
Oh, no. Out of the cards.
No.
Not in the card. Not even in the cards. Like, you can't even take them out.
Yeah.
We're not breaking up. We get along just fine. Why should we break up? Because our kids don't like each other. That's not fair.
Moody teenage girls.
Because everything I do is for them? No. Anyway.
No.
Oh, good. Grab your wine.
Hey, Rose. Good. I'm glad you got your wine. Rose and I were listening to, I don't know what radio station I had playing, but it was all about the whiskey yesterday.
Oh, Whiskey Wednesdays would work too. Maybe one of those a month.
Yeah.
A Whiskey Wednesday that will take the place of wine. Or, I don't like giving up my Tequila Tuesdays. And that's just a joke, by the way. I do not drink every night of the week.
Didn't you make a list?
I do have a list somewhere. And, water, juice, or milk is not on that list. But I am an avid water drinker. I drink water all day long.
Yes.
So, water's important, especially if you're going to end your night drinking.
Yeah.
For the record, I did not have even a glass of wine last night. Not even one glass.
This is my first glass of wine in, like, more than 40 days.
Hashtag lightweight. You're going to be...
Because when we went out for that banquet thing, I didn't even drink that wine. You drank it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I did.
Yeah.
You had a couple of sips, though.
I don't think that counts.
I drank it.
That doesn't count. Yeah.
I drank it, though. Took one for the team.
Yeah, for sure. Do you guys have those friends that call you? Mostly when I'm in the car, because I'm always in the freaking car, taking kids there, picking kids up here. And I used to just say, hello, what up, how's it going?
And I usually respond with, holy fuck, you don't even know what just happened.
Hello, speakerphone. The 10-year-old's in the car. So now I have to preface, you're on speakerphone.
So I go,
because she's not a speakerphone friend. She cannot be on speakerphone.
Can you take me off speakerphone for 2 seconds? Because the worst thing I have to say is right at the beginning. So, as a disclaimer, also, if you don't like the way I talk, especially, don't let your kids log on.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a speakerphone friend.
And this is for moms.
And I'm definitely going to be dropping the F-bomb.
I dropped the F-bomb
today
and yesterday.
Ooh, look out.
My kid is driving me crazy. She's bored. She's doing homework. And she's just needs to go back to school because she's driving me fucking crazy.
Well, F-bomb. Hashtag F-bomb. Yeah, so I dropped the F-bomb all day. Okay, so that's kind of what I tell people too. Like, dude, like, especially when people, hi, Jeannie. Especially when people tell me, like, oops, I'm sorry, I said shit, or something. I'm like, oh, honey, it's okay. I'm like a sailor dating a French prostitute. You're in good company. It's fine. I have the worst language ever. And I really do I have been trying sometimes a little bit. Especially with people around.
What people?
No people. I just talk. No people. It's usually the people I'm trying to be careful around are the ones who, like, start dropping their own F-bombs.
And you're like, oh, like, shit. Why was I hiding?
I'm like, fuck, I love you. And fuck, why haven't I been saying fuck at all? Like, I've been watching my mouth so good. Fuck. So we'll get that disclaimer out of the way. If you don't like your kids hearing the word fuck, keep them away from your phone while you're watching, folks.
True that. True that.
Or just give it a little you're on speaker.
You're on speakerphone.
Please, my 5-year-old's in the car and I don't want that to be the first sentence that they go to school with tomorrow.
Right? Yeah, that would be bad.
What did you do this weekend? I don't know.
Fuck.
We said fuck a lot. My mom's friend called and said, fucking A. What does that mean?
No.
Anyways. So, I'm not a speakerphone friend. If I ever call you, take me off
Speakerphone, don't.
before you answer.
It's all hands-free in California here, so I just push a button.
Or just start with, you're on speaker.
Speakerphone. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Do
you guys have a friend that maybe isn't a speakerphone friend? Does anybody have one of those? Are you one of those?
She's that one.
I'm not one. I'm not a good speakerphone friend.
No. And we don't take very good selfies either.
Oh, God. Any selfie that you guys see of us online is take 10.
At minimum.
Minimum. I don't get where these teenagers, they're just
They're good.
Oh,
They're like,
and it's done. What the F? Dude, I said F. I didn't say fuck. But, I mean, they just totally... Your mom. My husband is not a speakerphone friend. Awesome.
I wouldn't put Joe on speakerphone for anything. No.
And it might not only be because of F-bombs. There might be some other bombs out there.
Yeah.
So selfies. Who else does multiple selfies before they actually post them online? Because I
work out every day, and so I take a selfie. Accountability. It helps me. And literally...
With no filters.
Because I really don't care. Yes, I'm sweaty. You guys are lucky. I even got dressed again today. Because I went home, I worked out, I was sweaty, and...
But we're going to talk a little bit more about these filters in a minute. Because, anyways.
And I put some stuff on, just really...
Well, I still smell like a horse. Luckily you guys can't smell me.
I smell like deodorant.
I had 2 vet appointments today. It's been a rough day. So filters sometimes are necessary. Okay, the thing with the filters, guys, listen. I get ready. I look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, oh, yeah, you look great. I take a picture and I'm like, well, where the fuck did all that come from? I can't see that in the mirror. I can't see that wherever else I go. So I had a conversation with my brother who actually does film editing.
Your brother
is
a pretty boy.
He's a piece of work.
Who
I love you, Donovan, if you're watching.
You always use the filter. I am sure of that.
He does. He even will use the puppy dog filter. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that he let me know when he does a lot of editing, all of the light that a camera brings in to your original picture, it brings out these characteristics of you that really sometimes aren't there. They're just highlighting all this stuff. Now, when you put that pretty filter on that we all like on Snapchat so much, it takes away from bringing all that light in and popping stuff out. So I like to hide behind a filter.
I don't give a shit.
She doesn't. And I love her for that. That's awesome. I'm just not a little, I guess, more insecure about it because I don't like freckles and I cover them up really well and go about my day and then I take a picture and it's that's all I can see in my picture. So
real deal.
My 14-year-old is laughing. Hi, Trinity! You can relate to the F-bombs or the speakerphone friend thing?
Or the pictures?
Or the selfies.
Because she's 14?
Yeah, probably the selfies. Yeah.
Abby does really great selfies.
That girl is just cute, period. She's just cute. Her daughter Abby, the quiet, mellow one.
Yeah,
she's so stinking cute. And you should hear her, shower karaoke's. Oh, the filters. Okay.
Oh.
Right.
She was so mad when I posted that
But it was so
shower, because she sings in the shower. Both of them sing in the shower like crazy, but she was hilarious. Like, I'm cooking dinner, and I can hear her just busting out the anthem to The Greatest Showman. And she knows every single song. And it was hilarious. It was really cute, and she was really good. But she was pissed.
I bet.
She was
a little embarrassed.
Really mad. She was, more embarrassed than anything.
Well,
but it was hilarious.
Yeah. She's a cutie, though, and she's the sweetest, softest little girl ever.
I'm hoping she'll be the good teenage girl. Not that Haley's bad. She's really focused in school. It's just really the mouth.
Good in school. Yeah.
The mouth.
The argumentative stuff in teenage. Okay. All right. Who's having problems with teenage attitude?
Mouth.
Right now. Mouth. That can't.
That one in the other room is coughing. Want to run.
It's almost like you can't win. Like, how do you win? You have to be the bigger person, the adult.
You have to pick your battle.
Dude, but I'm like, me. I feel like, well, I'm a Leo too. Like, everything's a battle. Like, challenge accepted. But
I'm a Taurus. Don't fucking argue with me. Shut your mouth. Learn when to shut the hell up. Mm-hmm. Seriously. Just stop talking.
Yeah. Like, why argue? Like, you're not gonna win. Like, I run your whole life. If you want me to fold, start fucking sweet talking me.
Start folding laundry.
Oh, I know. Maybe pick up your shit off the floor that I'm tripping over, and we'll have a better discussion. Or you'll get your way.
Right. Offer to cook dinner. Instead of complaining that we have no food. Walk your happy ass to the store. That's what I said today. Mm-hmm. I've been waiting for 3 days for the stuff that I need.
She's going to be so mad at you.
To make dinner. It's really right around the corner. Walk your happy ass to the store and get the shit you need. Yeah. With the card that I will give you for the money.
Yeah, you don't even have to pay for it.
Right.
God, the joys of being a fucking teenager. Mom, I'm so sorry for anything I've ever done that made it harder on you, because I was the good one. Sorry, Nicole. I was the good kid.
I don't even talk to my sister, but I was the good one.
I believe it. Mm-hmm. She's a good egg. But yeah. I always felt like my mom needed a break, so I was always
babysitting. Working.
Yes, I was, Jeannie. Yes, I was. Shh, be quiet. I was the God. Okay, Jeannie was my friend in high school. We're still friends, but we were really close in high school. We met, and of course, I had to wear my cheerleading uniform first day of school, so everybody was like, "Oh, snobby cheerleader," and didn't want to be friends with me, which is one of Jeannie's first impressions of me, and we became like really, really close. See, we ditched school a lot together. I was the good kid.
We ditched school together. See, I would write myself out of school and be like, Mom, I cut 5th and 6th today.
I did too.
I went and hung out at Aunt Jolene's house.
I did too. I actually told my mom, hey, we ditched school this morning, and where's your bottle of tequila? We're going to drink at the house. I have straight A's, and all my chores are done. Mm. My sister wouldn't tell anybody. Denny's, yeah. I actually, up until a few years ago, when my brother-in-law threw away all of my stuff from high school, because it was in a box, had collection of all the shit we stole from Denny's in Fresno. Because every Wednesday we went to Denny's. I had silverware, I had menus.
Round table, I used to take all the cups. We would go there for lunch, and I would be like, okay, I'm not done with my drink. Yeah, the plates, it's going too. Outside.
I lost everything he threw. My diploma, everything was in this box. And anyway, he threw it all away. I had like a whole table setting of salt and pepper shakers. Yeah.
And you're the good one.
I am the good one. Mm-hmm.
Was. Sugars.
Sugar, everything. we had everything you can need at your table. A ketchup bottle. I think we had a ketchup bottle too.
Like the Heinz old school glass bottle one?
The one you had to stick a knife in to like get it to pour out. You know, that kind of sucked, but either way. So, 2018 is here. thank goodness, we were all happy, right? 2017 was over.
It was a hard year. I think for everybody.
And 2017 was really hard.
Some people had it worse than others, but it was hard.
We came into, me, you, Christina, spent New Year's together, and we decided to come up with a word for 2018.
Mm-hmm. And we were just talking about this the other day, and Abby says, I want a word. I'm like, okay, pick a word. And she says, because my word this last year was majestic, and she used the shit out of that word. Like, everything was fucking majestic. Everything was majestic.
Mm-hmm. What's this year's word?
I don't think she's decided yet.
Oh, indecisive. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's her word.
Maybe.
You know what my word is?
Fierce.
Fierce. My word is fierce. Everything I do this year is going to be with this amount of fierce that everybody's going to get the fuck out of my way, and they're going to let me do it, and they're going to be happy for me because I'm just owning my shit this year. And whether it's bad, whether it's horrible, whether it's great, I'm just going to live it, love it, and just be fierce.
Love it. I love it.
What's your word?
Mine is, I changed it
a couple times.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think I'm sticking to determined, because I'm determined to make this a good year. Like,
and she's kicking ass.
So many ways.
Working out every day.
Yes, I'm determined to be fit before I turn 40.
Fit before 40.
Fit before 40. Like, that's my super big, hairy goal. Mm-hmm. I want abs before I'm 40. But
well, speaking of 40, okay, so everybody has this little thing, because I keep saying hashtag this is 40. And so just a little clarification on that too. Like, I'm not saying I'm 40, I'm 30 something, and not quite 40 yet. And it's more of like the movie This Is 40. Like, their life was like a shit show for a long time. Even like that? This Is 40 with Leslie Mann and Paul Rudd.
Oh, that's like the continuation to the pregnant one.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I know, Jeannie, how old I am. But it is more of like, I've had so much experience in my relationship, and my kids are older and things like that, that the things that keep happening in their life and the way they just can't get along, they're butting heads, and, you know, things that I'm going through in my life is like, just like, wow, this is 40. Like, I'm going through things, and I have married friends that have been married for like a few years less than I was married, and they're in their 40s and 50s. So I have this like longevity of experience.
How do people do that?
I don't know. But I just have this longevity of experience that most people in their 40s are going through when I was going through in my mid 30s.
Rose and I had a conversation today or yesterday. Like, how do people... Because Tony and I got back together. We dated in high school, but we got back together, and I have said multiple times, probably in a fit of anger, I am so glad we didn't get married then, because we would have been fucking divorced. Mm-hmm. I don't know how people do that.
How is anybody out there keeping it going? Because I'm kind of on the single track at the moment. And that's kind of weird for me, because it's kind of fresh.
Yeah.
And I'm a little...
Own it.
I'm fierce, you know? Like, whatever it is, I'm going to go at it with fierceness. It's a kind of a scary transition to step into. Yeah. It's scary.
I don't know how people do it who have been together forever.
Oh, yeah, we were kids.
Right. You just
like, I've never even been an adult on my own before.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, I was married at 20, he was 19.
I really liked living alone. It was great.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm kind of living alone, but I have kids.
I liked living alone when the kids were at their dad's house.
I do like having my house to myself, but
sometimes
quiet. Does it creep you guys out when your house is too quiet?
But then just when you can like get out of the tub
And just get out of the
and
tub?
just get out of the tub.
Like,
and
oops, I forgot a towel. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Right. I mean,
I don't get
the
that.
dog
Ew,
is
Mom.
the only one who's, like, up in your face.
Yeah, you gotta watch what else. But yeah. Yeah. Keep the dogs outside when you're getting out of the bath.
Right. But that's kind of a nice thing.
Yeah. It is nice.
Sometimes. It gets old. It does. It gets lonely.
It's quiet. It's just quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, either way.
I don't know.
Well.
So, send us your messages. We want to know what your word for 2018 is. And if you haven't decided on one, think about it.
And post it to our page with a picture or a GIF.
I love GIFs.
Is it GIF or GIF?
I
Okay,
don't
you
know.
tell us. GIF or GIF? GIF is like Jif peanut butter. J.
Yes.
So
GIF.
I'm going to go with GIF.
Without the T, so it's like a
Gift. Give us a gift of love. And what
Give
your
us
word
a
is.
gift of your word.
Oh, you know what else is happening this year?
What?
Okay. Well, we're going to call it Easter Fool's Day.
Oh, right. Yes.
So, guys, April Fool's Day and Easter on the same day this year.
Which is freaking weird.
So if my honestly, if my kids were still looking for Easter eggs, we used to raise chickens, so they're kind of traumatized, like PTSD with eggs, period. But I would have just told them, go hunt Easter eggs, and then just go inside
I totally ruined Easter last
I
year.
didn't hide any.
I ruined Easter last year.
Why?
Because we went to the Grand Canyon.
Uh-huh.
Me and
Oh, I
Tony and Haley
remember.
and Calvin and Abby.
I
And
remember Easter.
I got the older kids gift cards for iTunes and Abby this cute little toy, and it held up a gift card.
Like I said, before this goes further, make sure any kids that you don't want to hear this are out of the room.
Yeah, because then we went to the grocery store. We were going to get snacks before we went to the Grand Canyon. And I said, and she had to bring her toy in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, hey, why don't you let me hold that so they don't misunderstand that I already paid for it. And it was her Easter gift from the Easter Bunny. She was like, what do you mean? Is the Easter Bunny not real?
She's engaged. She's a smart kid. She can smell what you're stepping in.
You bought it at this store? She was like, is Santa Claus even real?
Oh, man.
And I was like,
How old were your kids when they found out?
I
Leave us
think
a
she's
message.
so smart that she still believes in Santa Claus because she knows that Santa brings gifts.
He didn't buy them at the store.
Right.
Can't get that shit in the store.
I don't know.
The elves have to make it.
I totally ruined it.
So either way, we want to know what some of your Easter traditions are, your normal ones. And then we want to know what creative ways you guys are going to twist that around and celebrate April Fool's Day.
Before I started working where I work at Wild Planet, one of the guys that used to be there, he hid someone's keys in the ceiling panel. Oh no, it was her phone. So he would just keep calling it and it would ring and it would be in the ceiling.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a good one. And then he
Yeah.
moved someone else's car from where it was parked and put for sale on it. He was
Wow.
good, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that. Abby loves April Fool's Day, though.
I used to play April Fool's jokes on my stepdad all the time. It was awesome. I faked labor.
Oh my god.
He shut down a whole store because he was the manager to come to my aid. And as he was in his car leaving to come help me, I had to let him know.
You're like, ah!
And then another year, I made brownies and I waited until I saw that he had eaten some or given some away. And I saw that he had eaten some. And so I told him they were pot brownies. And he freaked out so bad because he had fed them to my kids. He freaked. He was crying and freaking out. And it was the most hilarious thing ever. We had this ongoing thing back and forth. It was awesome. I loved him.
Does your dad
he's passed
April
away now.
Fools?
My dad doesn't. Me and my dad are hysterical.
You guys are really funny in general,
But no, we've never really done an April Fool's thing together. We just kind of get punny and goofy.
I love your dad. It's funny.
So my dad came for Vanessa's graduation, and The next day, we all got, well, I didn't really. I felt like they were serving me, what's that word? Water instead of tequila. Because I had
Yeah, because they sound alike.
I had so much, and I didn't feel anything. Maybe it was just the stress of the day and the party and people being here, but they were all smashed.
They were really drunk.
They were smashed. And my dad was talking to her a lot. And then the next day, you know,
I was avoiding your brother.
Oh, that's true. He was talking a lot, too. Hi, Donovan.
Love you.
So, anyways, so me and my dad are sitting here, and he goes, I don't know how you do it, or how you even did this. And I was like, did what? I'm really confused. And he said,
how drunk are you?
Yeah. And I was like, he's a little hungover. What's going on? Does he even remember conversations he had last night? And he said, how in the world did you find someone who is exactly like you? He's like, I swear I sat with her and it was like talking to you all night long.
Because we're amazing.
We are amazing. So, yeah.
So awesome. Send us your gifts of your word. And your Easter Fool's Day
tradition or prank. Because, like, I just feel like it would be a missed opportunity if we didn't fuck with our kids on Easter this year. Right?
Right.
Because, I mean, come on. Come on, guys. You got to see the humor in the fact that April Fool's Day and Easter are on the same day. When I found out, my wheels were like, ooh, what are we doing this year?
Like, it's pretty funny. It's pretty comical all in its own.
Like, why even do that? Like, don't we control the calendar?
Right. Like, who printed that calendar and who screwed up? That's all I want to know.
And I demand an audit.
Yeah.
Of who did this. Can April Fool's Day fall on Christmas next year?
Santa's not real.
What?
April Fool's.
April Fool's. Oh, okay.
Woo! What? That's a close one. That's why I didn't get any presents.
Oh, look, someone stole our Christmas tree. The Grinch was here this year.
All right.
Okay, I almost inhaled
We're going to try to take a selfie.
Hi, Kendra.
Send us yours.
Yeah, send us your selfie and let us know if it was take 1 through 10 or any other number after that.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, it's usually 10. We actually did a pretty good one earlier, right before we started.
Yeah. That was a fluke.
It really was. It was like, we got to start this in 2 minutes. So we got to go with whatever we get.
And it was filtered.
Yes, it was filtered. I had a horrible... Okay, I'm sorry to end this way, but I woke up to a phone call.
What time did he call?
Like 9:30.
Dude, I don't know why I didn't check. I had this feeling that I needed to go check on your horses this morning when I went to feed. Because I wanted to check on Perks.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Culina was in the barn.
Yeah. So we put Culina in the barn because Perks is in the barn. He's lame on his 2 front feet. We didn't know what was going on. The vet didn't think it was an abscess, but we had him on medication and taking care of him for the last week. He had an appointment today at 1 to just do some x-rays and make sure he's getting better. So I get a call from Jack telling me that, hey, Culina's really...
At like 9?
At 9. Hey, Culina's really bad. Something's wrong. You guys need to get down here. She's sweating. She's like soaking wet, sweating. And she's laying down and won't get up. She keeps trying to roll. A lot of you don't have horses. When horses roll to just playfully roll, it's okay.
It's different.
When they're rolling because they're in pain, it's really, really bad. And it was worst case scenario for us today. So she rolled around, and we don't know how long she was like this throughout the night because we had only found out.
Was she fine last night?
She ate all her food last night, but she wouldn't eat this morning.
Was it bad hay?
No, we looked at the hay. Everything was great.
Because I just returned a bale.
No, all of our hay was fine. So I go down there, and she's, she looks like a woolly mammoth in the winter because she gets a really large coat in the winter. So, I mean, her hair's all matted. In the barn and then she thrashed her pen. So she rolled in horse shit and mud and shavings and everything. She looked horrible. So we took her to the vet, and she will not, I mean, even in the thing to stand up, she will not just stand up. And she just wants to go down like we gave her a tranquilizer, we gave her a ton of pain meds. She was still wide awake, alert, and showing a significant amount of pain. Like a ton. You could tell this horse is in pain. Well, we did an ultrasound. She's 27.
Oh, okay.
She's 27 years old. And so we did an ultrasound, and I'm watching the two vet, Bruce and Blanche. Yeah, we're looking at her. And I was watching their faces to see kind of how they responded. It was kind of like I'm like, okay, that doesn't sound good.
Right.
Or it doesn't look good. So then they do an ultrasound on the other side, and I'm like, well, maybe it wasn't what I thought, because why look at the other side if one side's really bad? It's a done deal if it's the worst case scenario.
Right.
So, worst case scenario, she twisted part of her intestines during the night while rolling around. So, she twisted a part in her intestines right behind her kidney, and which is usually a surgical procedure. We'd have to drive 6 hours to UC Davis.
Because they don't do that here.
No, for a $15,000 surgery on a 27-year-old horse. Not going to happen. And the chances of that surgery being successful were not good either. So we ended up having to put her down this morning.
That sucks.
It is really hard. It's, it was a really emotional day. And then coming home and then having to retrailer and then take Perks to the vet. And then I had to drop a car off at the shop. Like, I barely made it home in time to, freshen up a little bit to do this. So
you put deodorant on. It's fine.
I put deodorant on. Dry shampoo is my new best friend.
Dude. I live for that stuff.
Yeah. So,
I wash my hair.
rough day, but I mean, it happens. It happens. It's a fluke. It's just something, a perfectly healthy horse. I mean, she was healthy. We don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg. Like, whether she got sick and then rolled, or if she just wanted to roll because she wanted to roll. Horses roll, and twisted something while she was down. Yeah. And the effect of it happens within what could happen within a minute. So, yeah. It could have been whatever.
Well, that was a downer.
It was a downer. But, it's just one of those things in life, and you handle it with fierceness, and you try to make the best of it. She was in a lot of pain, and now she's not.
Right.
And she did live a very long life, and she died in her prime, not where she was old and unable to get around.
And she can walk, and
Right. Yeah. No, she was great. She was an amazing horse, and she ran the farm. And I still have her son, Spur.
Yeah.
So, and he's amazing. He's only 3. So
he's just as moody as she is.
Yeah. But he has such a good spirit, and he's so smart, and we have so many years with him. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank you, Jeannie. But yeah, there's just going to be those days. There's going to be those days that, shit's just, it's going to be a shit show. And then you have friends like this, or friends out there who are just always there for you and always have your back, and we can laugh and have fun and just be fierce.
Yeah.
Right?
Determined.
And determined.
To make it.
That's the word. We really want to know your word for 2018. I'm so excited. We have friends who are trying to come up with their word too. And
what
that
was
might help
Christina's
them out.
word?
Fonte.
Fonte.
Christina, if you're watching, I remember your word, Fonte. It's more of, I guess the meaning of it was just trying new things and getting out of your comfort zone. And
that's a whole nother conversation.
Oh, it is. Maybe for next week.
Yeah.
So we'll... pause due to poor connection. Oh, we're back.
So
we will...
Our phone's dying.
Yeah, we will schedule our next one and post it right here on our page. We will get this video to YouTube.
Yes.
To our YouTube station. And...
Channel.
It's
not a station.
Okay. This is an 8-track. This is an 8-track. We're not videotaping.
We don't even have cassettes anymore.
We're not videotaping. My kids make fun of me for videotaping. What word do you still use from your youth that makes no sense anymore?
Dude, our kids don't even know what a freaking telephone is. Like a push button telephone.
Payphone?
Yeah, or
try to do the
rotary phone.
Yeah. They don't know what a payphone is.
No.
Can't even make a phone call with that.
What do you mean phones were attached to the wall?
Couldn't go anywhere. What was a pager used for? You know, honestly,
oh my God.
I don't fucking know. It was a pain in the ass. It made things 10 times worse.
911.
It was more like
What
I'll
did
text.
that mean?
Oh, you say I say videotape also. So I mean, seriously, I say videotape every time I talk about a recording.
I'm gonna videotape you.
And my kids make fun of me. Okay, yeah, I say videotape. I don't say VHS.
I still have some of those though.
I do too. I don't have a VCR. Do you know what that means? You little brat. Do you even know what a VCR is? Have you ever tried rewinding a VHS tape in front of your kids? They're like, why don't you just
freaking ever? Just
Mom,
skip
just
it.
skip it back. Just press the menu button. There is no menu button on this device.
Sorry, honey. That's funny.
We weren't as smart. Apparently. Either way. We got a couple of questions for you to answer. Go back, read it. Give us some stuff. Give us some substance here.
So we'll let you know when our next video is. Hope you guys had fun, because we always do.
Video recording.
Yeah.
Hey, Instagram Live or Facebook Live or YouTube, whatever.
Or whatever.
Video
So
tape we're on.
we will see you next time.
Love you. Have a good
Bye.
night.